what we really wanted to get to was this trusted advisor. And trusted advisor is overused, but, it's just a different level of relationship, and that's what we're trying to get to with our customers. And you'll see, we have a long way to go. I mean, when we first surveyed our customers a few years ago, we were shocked, actually, at the results with this survey, because the Net Promoter Score was indicating that we were doing very well. This indicated that, we had a lot of people in that predisposed category, and not so many, and very few, actually, in the trusted advisor category. But we've, I'll kind of walk you through the story, but we've worked on that, and we've grown that category. So, the trusted advisor, you're going to get these kind of comments, and in a lot of cases, it goes back to the principle of the one-on-one relationships. A lot of the comments, people, when they really liked what we were doing and they loved what we were doing, they were naming names. They were telling us about a person that they worked with, and that was really interesting, because that was a bit eye-opening to us, that how dependent it was on that one-on-one relationship. I think of you guys, that's what your goal is, to become a trusted advisor to your clients. So, in this audience, this makes sense. I mean, you want your customers to seek your advice. So we didn't want to just be somebody that did a really good job of kicking the boxes out the door for them. We wanted to be someone they came to when they had a problem. We wanted to be somebody that was in tight with them in the boardroom, and really involved in their business, and somebody they turned to when they had to make big decisions. So, we tried to how do we figure out whether we did have those relationships, and we went. So this is information. This is really Brookside's survey process that I'm going to go through. But it's these are the six keys to that relationship, and what we found was the integrity and the competence is where we were executing really well. The recognition, the productivity, the things that really motivated. So those things, the first two really satisfied the customer. They were happy. We're in our case, we're shipping at 99.9% accuracy. We're shipping on time. We're doing what we thought they hired us to do, but were we really taking it another step and really understanding what motivated them to continue to want to work with us? So integrity is, are you reliable? Can I trust you? Do you do what you promised you would do? And as I said, those are the satisfiers. So when we, in a lot of cases, what we found was that the clients that we lost, they were in that fine category, right? We were happy with, they were happy with what we were doing. We were doing a good job, but we would get surprised. So I'll give, just an example of that is we were doing work with General Mills, really good customer, good relationship. They really liked what we did, but we had, just got a surprise. They said, well, in 6 months, we're really going to change our whole network. We're going to ship direct from the mills, and we're going to stop using Barrett. And, we weren't involved in that decision. We weren't part of that decision. We didn't have any idea it was coming. And that's that's the difference, I think, between being someone that's really good at the executional part of it and being somebody that they would have brought into that conversation earlier on. And maybe we couldn't have done anything about it, but at least we would have been involved in it and known what was going on with their business. The motivators are, the recognition. So does what we really want to make sure is that our customer understands that we value them. We don't want to take that for granted. We sometimes do that. We have a good relationship. We think everything's going fine, but do we tell them enough that we value the relationship, that we really, that they are important to us, and do they understand that? Do they feel that? The productivity is obviously, common sense, I guess, in a way, but, are we really looking out for that customer? Are we coming to them with ideas and new information? Do we take best practices from other companies and bring them to them? The savvy is, do we understand their world? Do they, are we operating in our mold, in the way that we operate, or are we really thinking about the way that company functions and the way they operate and the way they want to do things? And the last one is the chemistry is just really that one-on-one relationship. Do I like working with the person? And that can just be as simple. What we found in these surveys is it's as simple as, you've got somebody on the client side that, really just wants the top level facts and quick, overview of what's going on. And we've got somebody that's dealing with them that's really detail oriented and is giving them all the background on what happened, and it frankly could be an annoying relationship for that customer. And it's really not anything that we're doing. You know, they may have another customer that they have a great relationship with, but this particular customer is just not a good fit. It's not, it just doesn't work. It's not, you know, they don't like working that way. They're tied up, and you can, you know, and you can have it the reverse. You can have somebody that really wants to know the details, and you've got somebody that's thinks, you know, I really just want to tell you what's going on, and I got it, I'm going to fix it. But, you know, the client might want to know more about the details. So just that whole chemistry of how the relationship works is really pretty important there.